If you're sick and tired of struggling to grow on YouTube, this is going to be the best video that you've ever watched because I just helped this creator blow up on YouTube after he uploaded hundreds of videos struggling, and I'm going to share with you the 4 simple changes that we made to his content that have allowed him to blow up, because you can implement these things today and see the same exact results. Change number 1 that you need to make is you need to completely rewire how you think about YouTube, and you need to start to think about YouTube with a scarcity mindset. What do I mean by this? I want you to think about YouTube like this. Every single week, you only have $3 to spend, and every single video that you're going to create is going to waste 1 to 2 of those dollars, because for most people, probably only uploading 1 to 2 times a week on YouTube. So you need to think about it like this, because it's going to change your mindset around the type of content that you choose to make. If I had to only choose one video to blow up a YouTube channel, guess what? I would look at a ton of different ideas, and then I would slim all those down by which one is most likely to actually allow me to do well. And most YouTubers are looking at 10, 20, 30 different ideas and comparing all those before they actually make a decision. And I can guarantee you that if you're watching this video right now, you're probably not doing that. Instead, you're coming up with a random idea, a half-baked idea at that. You're creating the video and you're going off and uploading it, and that's why it's not doing well. In fact, Dr. Jones literally uploaded thousands of videos on YouTube, 1.4 or 1.5 thousand videos, I can't remember off the top of my head, before he started to see success. But unlike the last dozen posts that we've done together, he's gone viral most of the time in his niche. And the reason for this is because we got way more strict and we only focus on video ideas that actually have the potential to do really well. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, Rob, how on earth do you do that? And that's exactly what I'm going to share with you in change number 2. And the way that you're going to do that is by focusing on how many views per hour the video that you're going to upload is getting. In fact, for every one of your ideas, you need to think about how many views per hour it could potentially get. And the easiest way for you to be able to figure this out is have a list of your competitors, or have a list of things that your ideal audience is searching for, and go through that list every time you go to make a video, because views per hour changes drastically all the time. So here's how you actually look at it. Okay, so here's literally exactly how I would look at this. What you're going to want to do, you're going to want to come over to YouTube. You want to type in whatever your niche is. So for Dr. Jones, his niche is Ozempic. When we type in Ozempic, we see a bunch of different people show up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up these people in a new tab. And what we're looking for are creators that consistently upload content about Ozempic, or people that we think do. So Ozempic's going to be one, GLP-1 is going to be another, and we're just going to go through and we're going to do all these searches, and we're going to find all of the people that are talking about this topic on a consistent basis. And like I shared with you before, this should be several different people. You shouldn't just be going off of one person or 2 people. You need to look at several. So for this niche, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people that were consistently showing up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through each of them and see which one actually has the best videos. So we're going to start with this creator right here. We're going to pause this homepage video. We're going to click on this right here, which if you have the vidIQ Chrome extension, you'll be able to access this. We're then going to click on view trending videos. This sorts his videos by the videos that are getting him the most views. Now, a few things that you're going to notice after looking at this creator more in depth, we could see that they actually just upload about a bunch of random stuff and they're not actually in his niche. So we're going to get rid of this person. We're going to do the same exact thing with Dr. Mike right here. We're going to come back into trending videos and we're going to see the same exact thing here. Again, this is good. Most people would look at this as if they're wasting their time, but this isn't actually a waste of time because we're actually going through and doing the research so we could come up with a better video. If we come over here, we're going to do the same exact thing. Same thing here. This has to do with just like very broad doctor stuff, so we're going to get rid of him also. Now, if we come into Dr. Spencer right here, now we're getting somewhere because most of his posts are only about GLP-1s or Ozempic. What we could see here is that this video right here, top 5 GLP-1 side effects, is doing pretty solid, 65 views per hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to type in top 5 GLP-1 side effects, and then I'm going to put 65 views per hour. because that's the first idea that we have. Now we're going to come over to this creator right here. Going to do the same exact thing. Look at their trending videos. We're going to see 5 things you should never do while on Wegovy or Zepbound, and this is also at 24 views per hour. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to type this in right here. Then I'm going to put 24 views per hour, and then we're going to come over to Dr. G, the same exact thing, view trending videos, and we're going to see 10 things you should never do while on Ozempic, 54 views. Now, if I come over here, type this in, I'm going to do 54 views per hour. So what do we notice here? This video right here, top 5 GLP-1 side effects, 65 views per hour. 5 things you should never do while on this, 24 views per hour. 10 things you should never do while on Ozempic or Mounjaro, 54 views per hour. So a few things that stand out to me here. First and foremost, all of these are negative. Secondly, all of these are about side effects or things that you shouldn't do. So clearly, we're headed in the right direction. We just uncovered a topic that is going to go viral if we post about it in this niche. And this is how it should be done every single time. Because if I do this tomorrow, I might get different videos. Or if I do it next week, I'm going to get different videos. And if I do it next month, I'm definitely going to get different videos. And you need to be doing this every single time you go to create a video. Otherwise, you're going to end up making content that nobody wants to watch and that the YouTube algorithm doesn't actually want to push out. By the way, if you want to get the Chrome extension that I was just using in order to do this, in fact, it's the only way to see the views per hour on YouTube videos, which is the #1 metric that determines whether or not your video goes viral, I'd strongly suggest you go to the pinned comment below and register for vidIQ right now. It only costs $1 to get started. Please don't let $1 be the difference between you going viral on YouTube and you actually being able to see what your ideal audience wants to see versus you just randomly guessing, and it's why you're not getting the views that you want. Now, just choosing the right topic isn't the only thing you need to do. You also need to make sure your title and your thumbnail are going to be objectively, not subjectively, objectively better than whatever they're going to show up against. And again, this is really easy to do. In fact, once again, vidIQ makes this really easy to do. So if you come into the details when you go to actually upload a video, all you're going to do is you're going to look for this right here. Again, if you have the vidIQ Chrome extension, you're going to see this. What search term do you want to rank for? So for this video, I wanted to rank for how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I'm going to type that in, and then we are going to be able to preview this video in the search results. And you'll be able to see, you could see it on the search screen, you could see it on the home screen, you could see what it looks like on a tablet, on a phone. You could compare it against your competitors, or you can compare it against random videos. I would always suggest that you're comparing it against your competitors. So if we come over here, we will be able to see that I am actually competing against myself here. So these are the 3 videos. We have 1,000 subscribers in 5 minutes. We have day 1, day 9, and then we have my latest video that is actually doing really well right here, which is how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in 24 hours. Now, the reason that this works is because 24 hours seems believable because it's totally possible, and I have a bunch of bright colors that stick out here. If we look at this thumbnail, I think that this one wasn't believable because it was in 5 minutes, the video was 12 minutes long, so people kind of get confused by that. And this one doesn't give a time period, and this one is 9 days. So guess what? Somebody's gonna look at these and think to themselves, no specific guarantee here, 9 days is too long, 5 minutes might not be believable, 24 hours, I'm going to click on this video. And that's exactly what's happening here, and it's why this video is doing so well. But you need to do the same exact thing with your content. You want to make sure everything is really big, everything is really bright, and objectively, people are going to click on your video versus other videos that actually show up here. Because what is going to happen then is you're going to tap into viewer psychology, and you're very easily going to be able to make a better title and a better thumbnail. And remember, you do not want to recreate the wheel. You want to directly compare it to what it is going to show up against and make sure it's more believable, it's better, and it really pulls on those psychological strings that determine whether or not somebody clicks on a video. And then the final thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is you are doubling down on whatever works. And what I mean by this is going to be different depending on what niche you're in or what actually worked. So let me explain a little bit more in depth. Okay, now when it comes to doubling down, I want to be very specific about what I mean by that because I see so many people get confused with this. If we come over to Dr. Jones's channel, here's what I want you to notice right here. We could see that this Costco video did really good, almost 150,000 views in just a month. So we also did this for Walmart. In addition to that, we're going to do that for Sam's Club. We're going to do that for Aldi. We're going to do it for a bunch of different locations. Notice that doubling down didn't mean doing another Costco video. It meant doing the same exact thing, but for other popular things. I want to give you another example of this. 10 Ozempic diet mistakes that ruin your weight loss. If we look over here, you could also see that we doubled down on the topic of Ozempic diet related things, but for this one, we did it for only buy these 20 groceries. You want to make sure that you're not literally doing the same exact video, but instead you're doing something that is going to be adjacent to the video or that the same exact audience is going to be interested in instead of you just repeating what's already out there, because then what's going to happen is it will actually take away from the views that your main video is getting that is doing really well. So again, do something adjacent, do something people are going to want to watch next, taking that same format and putting a spin on it and doing it for something else instead of just blindly copying it again. And again, I want to show you another example of this. If we come over into my YouTube channel, we could see, if I click on analytics, I'm going to type in content and then Instagram algorithm. I want to show you again another perfect example of this. If we look at this, I have made 94 videos about this. If we scroll all the way back, you could see that I've literally been doing this since 2020. And guess what? Almost every single time I do it, these videos do well. But the secret for that is I did it for April, and then I did it for May, and then I did it for June, July, and then I did it for August, and then I did it for 2025, and then I did it for 2023, and then February. So you can see I'm constantly changing it up and making it for a different time period, which again is another way to do that if going to use the same exact topic. Now, if you want to grow faster on YouTube, guaranteed, the same exact way that I helped Dr. Jones turn his channel around after literally struggling and posting thousands of videos, well then please, check out this video right here that walks you through the 3 different ways that we can work together, and I can guarantee I help you get more views, more subscribers, and ultimately get monetized on YouTube, because right now it's a golden era with YouTube, and I don't want you to miss out on this. Check it out here.